Hi, my name is Alex Bannister, and this is Project White Octopus's final build. Please excuse me as I try to search for the mouse because it always happens when I try to record. But this is our game. You have play, you have level select, which has 3 levels that we have. So this is the regular game level, our practice level, and the tutorial level. So pull up there, you go to the main game, come here, go to the practice level, and come on. And the last level is the power up tutorial level. And then we have the how to play. You move with WASD, you look around with the mouse, you interact with objects with E, you sprint with left shift, grab blocks with right mouse button, the left mouse button shoots the blocks. You press T to change the time to go to the night, and then you press 1, 2, or 3 to change the block to either goo, fire, or bombs, respectively. The objective of the game is that you are a bounty hunter on an alien planet. You hunt for aliens in the world to find keys so that you can leave in in 4 days. Blocks are your primary form of attack. You can grab them and throw them at enemies. You can also dip them in traps to change the property of how they work. There we go. Find the mouse. And then we can go to the options menu. Here you can change the this changes that, or you come over here and change the music. And that'll change the music in the level. And so go to play. And first I'll show you the lose conditions for how the player dies. So you can go there's a few ways for the player to lose. So you can either die from the traps that are in the world. I'm not doing the playthrough of the level right now. You can die from taking too much damage from either enemies or traps like this. Or the player can run out of time after the third night. So when the third night is over, they'll be presented with a you lose screen, and you have to either quit or try again. So for the first playthrough, For the first level, this teaches the player to grab blocks with the right mouse button and throw them with the left one. There's these little targets over here that you can throw, that you can throw the blocks at. And then over here you see that there's the purple container, and then when you put blocks in it, the number goes down, and once you put all 3 of the blocks in it, it will open the door. Well, like so. So now the player is able to move to the next area. This is areas where they'll learn to change the block type by grabbing bottles. So the player should grab all these bottles, and then now you have a bunch of bottles that you can use for playing, and then you can throw the fire block at the destructible wall, and then now you're able to access a new area that you weren't going to be able to access before. You can also do that if you're close enough to get to the target. So if you want to have more fun with it, you can always shoot at the blocks, you know what I mean? And now that all the targets are gone, that shows that now targets, when you destroy them, opens doors. So now you have to watch out for traps because they will hinder or hurt you. But if you put the blocks in traps, they can change the type. So you can go from a regular block to a fire block to a glue block to a bomb block. And then over here you see an orange container and a door right next to it. So the player will think to grab a fire block, which is the same color, and put the 2 in there. And now the door opens. You walk through here, you see a target, and you see bomb over there. And since we have bomb bottles, press 3, drop it, and now the bomb block ticks. Now you destroy all the yellow things because they were destructible. And now there's another yellow thing in here. Let's go and destroy that as well. Let's use a fire block this time. We can destroy this. Destroy the block. Destroy that target. And the next one. And this final one. Bow. And now you are able to get out of here. And so when the player gets over here, you will see that there's some purple blocks up there, and it has a destructible little roof on it. So we'll probably need a fire block to destroy it. Wow. And then it drops down into the container. And now the player should use glue blocks to get over the wall that's over here. So grab one of the blocks, and it goes into this, and it turns into a glue block. Now you have these little spots that the player can use to aim at. As long as you get in that general direction, you should be able to get above it. And then you do one more big jump, and then you go down. You have some more blocks over here. Another destructible thing, and this is supposed to teach the player that the glue blocks can be turned into bombs. So goo then bomb. So you throw it, and then grab another one, turn this into a bomb block, and throw at it. And now they're both turned into a bomb block. And now we're able to reach those 4 over here. I know the player could just put the 4 in there, but this also teaches, this will give another teaching tool. So if they choose to not use that, that is on them, because they'll have to figure it out in the future. And these are simple enemies that the player can go against. More of the bottles that the player can use. These do attack you, so these fire blocks are one-hit kills on those types of enemies. And so you got a destructible object, or you could use the glue block going that way. Okay, you are a bounty hunter. Go hunt aliens to earn money Find 3 keys so you can leave before the end of the night. Or in this case, it'll be before the end of the 30 minutes. And these enemies will chase you no matter where you go. And so, let's proceed to run from them and head up this bridge. Oops, snap. Ah! They almost killed me. And now they go running off. Go run over here, and now you have this power up. I need 10 coins for it, but I don't have enough coins. So, let me proceed to go this path and follow the trajectory of these goo blocks. There we go. That's a good one. Trying to save my bottles as much as possible. Let me go back here. I can have it. I'm trying to stair step my way up. That should work. Yep. Now I am up here. Long jumps. Nice one. I can go even closer and put it right there. Right. And then I can make this jump, because I know I'm going to need to put it up there because of the dot. So of course it does that, but luckily there's one more block just in case it does something like that. Okay. However, whatever way you can get up there. And so now you have this last running jump, and those are the spots that'll help you make it. You got 4 goo bottles, so that'll help you know to. Okay. Now I know I can make that jump, so I'm gonna run at it. Yep. And grab it. So I can either go there towards that big old mouth, or I can go over here, but there are going to be some enemies down here that I am definitely going to have to deal with, so go ahead and make a nice little run for it. Okay. Yep. There we go. Now they won't be chasing me all over the thing. Now let me go get this health that is up here actually. So now I have enough money to purchase this, and now my health goes up 100. And let's go see what this pillar over here is for. And since there's a destructible thing over there, I'm gonna go ahead and destroy that. And all of those are fire blocks, and they come in and just rip and destroy all the enemies that were under there. And then you come over here, grab the second key, and this is another a power up. And this is for players to dash. Yeah. So you can jump and you get a nice little boost. And all of these all the keys are for this door, so you can leave. And so come over here. Another dag nabbit. Come over here. Yeah, what is over here? What? Let me use the fire block on them. Get rid of them. Yep. Change it back to a goo block, and then I'm going to go in. Why does it go so high? Let's see if I can make it up there. No, cannot. So let's just try it. Let's put it over here. See if I can get a little. There we go. A little extra step on it. Yep. Okay. Now, since we did that one thing before where you could throw it up there and stick it to it, I'm going to make this a bomb block. Throw it up there. And now my path is cleared. Okay, now there's a room with all these targets, and now I have to definitely destroy these yellow things because there's targets behind them. So that's what I'm going to do. Let me get a touch these over here. There we go. Nice. I can go through there and try to aim at this target over here from a distance. Ah, slightly off. Yep, now it's gone. So let me just try to. Yep. Yep. Okay, what else? Another one over here. And then you have this other destructible wall over here. Nice. So now, and that sound means that a door has opened. Okay, then we have some enemies over here. Grab a block just in case. Turn this into a fire one. I don't have a fire one. Ah. Run here with this though. Mm-hmm. Think he's gonna get me. Nice little cat. Ah. Ooh, got a bottle. Cool. Needed that. Go ahead and grab another one of these blocks that are in here. Need to make sure I destroy that first though. There we go. Oh, what is that? Oh. Yep, they chasing me. Now I'm gonna have to run. Okay, okay, what do I need to do? Grab that. Try to avoid all of these as much as possible, all these traps. Turn that into that. Yes, and this is my third key. Now that I have that, I can go and make my escape from out of here. Let me go ahead and... Okay, cool. Gate drops. And the game is over. I killed around 10 enemies in a day, and I had 15 minutes left with 3 lives left. And that is the first level. Now this is the practice level for the push-pull. So the first area is where you practice shooting targets with the push-pull ones. These don't do anything for the door. And then you also put blocks in this container to open the door, as in like the beginning of the other level. And then this, it'll take you to traps and enemies. So click this one, you go to the start area. Click this one, you go to the traps area. Trip this one, you go to the goo. Trip this one, you go to the mastery. So I will show you a brief bit of all of them. So this is the traps area. You have to destroy all the targets and avoid the enemies that are around. This is practicing goo, so you use the goo blocks to help you get above these walls, and then you have to get to the door that is on that side, and you have to put containers. You have to put those blocks in that container over there. It's more practice. And then this is the mastery stage. So turn this into a like that. Destroy this. And this is the last stage. This is the mastery stage. You will constantly be hounded by all these daggone enemies. Yep, just like that. You will constantly be hounded by these. Go back here. So I suggest that when they're all over here, not do that. Yeah, not do that. I'll just die so I can show it, so you can show it. Let me also show that the menu also does work. Options. Let me change the music slider. Turn the music up a little bit louder. That'll turn up the sound effects. Let me drop this and make this a bomb, so these things can stop bothering me. Let them all collect over here. Little fiend things. Yup, out of my way. Just finish that off by itself. So let me go ahead and come down here. All these things want to mess with me. Put them out their misery, so I don't have to worry about them. And that's the way that you can deal with these. This is you have to destroy these to get to the door. And there's targets around here, like up there. There's one more. Where else is the other target? Try skipping it across. Yeah. There's something else over here. I can't take another hit. Where is that other target? don't know where the other target is. Don't tell me I lost the target. Let me go ahead. Terrible. And you can lose. So, try this again. Let me go back to that mastery level. Okay, there's the target over there. I gotta remember where all these targets are. One, two, three, four. Get away from me, get away from me, get away from me. Yep, it's that one. Okay. Cool. Probably have to destroy all the targets then. If I got one life left, let me go back and destroy all targets, cause destroy targets. Go to bomb block. got one more target I gotta get. And now that door has opened. Show you that you progress through this too. Put that right here though. Why you doing? Why you gotta be like that? Thank you. Yep. Go up here if you want to. Good thing you got a lot of blocks, because you definitely gonna need them for this. Hopefully this works. Of course I do that. That's gonna work very well right there. Just need one more. Cool. And now the door is open. Now to find where this other target is. This is the part where I talk about all the Jira tasks that I did. So first, I'm going to talk about the enemies that I created. We only had one enemy in there, and that was one of the enemy that just roams around aimlessly, and then if it sees you, it chases you. And I thought that was a little boring, so I wanted to spice it up a little bit to give a variety. So I created an enemy that runs away, and that's the blue one. So every time it sees you, it runs away to a flower that it goes, the closest flower that is near it. And then I created an enemy that chases you, and that's the big round one that chases you immediately. And then there was also those were the two new ones. Yeah, those were the two new ones. The one that runs away and the one that chases you no matter what. And then I wanted to polish off the push pull mechanic. It was it didn't always shoot accurately, but especially in that area that was underneath that was in that mouth cave area, it was shooting like various angles often, but now it shoots very direct and straight most of the time. It veers off to the left a little bit, but it shoots consistently like that every single time. And then yeah, it consistently throws. It consistently throws, and this is all one. This was all a part of it, all consistently moving like that. And then I went through and added feedback to everything before. Like there was no sound at all. It was like there was no sound, so I gave sound to all the interactions with the the targets when you hit it. Every time you pick up an object, when you hit an enemy and it shows them dying and you pick up a coin. Every time you activate everything that you need to do activate to open up the door. What else? Every time you put in one of the blocks into a container, and when you destroy one of the destructible objects, I added that. Those all needed sounds, and so that's what I did. This one was a hard one for me because I wanted the day-night cycle to go, but as I was doing a playtest before, there was a bug, so I just switched it to just a 1 day, so you have 30 minutes to complete the level, which was always an option that I was aiming for. It was either going to be the day night or the 1 day, and that was going to be part of my day night my game balance testing, but I wasn't able to actually get to that. But since there was a bug in it, which I didn't know that it was there until the very end, which is bad on my part. But I was able to still get the switch in to make it a 1 day level. So it still works and you're still able to complete it.
Hello, this is my final build for our final sprint in the game balancing class at Full Sail University. For my level in this sprint, I decided to do the tutorial level. In this level, you are introduced to the most basics of the mechanics. Here we have a sign describing kind of about the game, who you are, and what your objective is. Here are the instructions and the basic controls for throwing the projectiles around and loading them with either goo, gas, or gunpowder. My teammate's level has more of an introduction into the projectile mechanic, as he is the one who completed it. Mine goes more in depth with my power-ups. The first power-up you're introduced to is the dash mechanic, because it is probably the most useful mechanic of the entire project. So we'll go ahead and collect our coins here. And we'll purchase it, and now we have it. So if we press Q, we'll see we'll do a little dash. If you jump, you get an extra boost. The next two power-ups is a health power-up, which gives you a slight health boost. And if we open this over here, you'll notice we have our double coins power-up. To proceed to the next level, all you have to do is walk through this little entrance here. And voila, here we are in the main level. Now I will go over all of the different Jira issues that I successfully implemented for this month's sprint. The first thing I did was polish the UI for the power-ups. Initially, when you bought a power-up, it would say you already have this power-up. But of course, that makes it sound like the player has bought it before, not that they currently acquired it. So I polished it by putting that in there, giving them a more clear message they just purchased it, they didn't already have it. Additionally, once the player already has bought the item, it then shows that they have bought it. So once you buy it and you go back to it, you try to buy it again, it says you already have this item. Additionally, I wanted the player to know how to use the mechanics, specifically how to go through and use the power-ups before they were introduced to them in the main level. So I created a tutorial level and I polished it up with different smaller objectives like clearing out rooms and things like that. The enemy AI also moonwalked. I fixed that by simply rotating the enemy player, so that it aligned with the blue arrow inside of Unreal. I then spent 2 hours playtesting and looking for bugs or things to polish in the game, which is where I found the various bugs and polish tasks that I put through here on Jira. Additionally, I polished the health power-up by making sure that it added health to the total health, not the current health. I also placed power-ups throughout the main level using IPM, Introduce, Practice, Mastery. This is also reflected in the tutorial. To find all three power-ups, you need to go ahead and buy the first two, which are pretty easy to find, and at the very end, in one of the rooms where there's a destructible wall, you have the final coin multiplier. It's a little more hidden because it's sort of the last thing you need, and it's also probably the least useful one, but it shows that you've mastered the various mechanics. I wanted to enhance the power-ups because I didn't feel like they really matched gameplay very well, so I added the dash and replaced that from the speed. So I had a speed power-up. I replaced that with the dash. I think it works a lot better. It's a lot cooler, and it can be used to get around enemies and things like that. I also spent a few minutes going ahead and removing unused levels. And finally, with my last balance task, I optimized the dash delay time. So usually when you dashed, it would be a 5-second delay. But I found the enemies were able to corner you a lot quicker. So instead I added a 2-second delay. I reduced it down, and now it's a lot more perfect. The one task that I didn't fully implement into the game that is there, but that I spent time on and wanted to quickly review, was I wanted the player to know how many power-ups they have on screen at any given time. This was a polish to the UI. It is in the game, but it does not currently functional. I'm not sure why, but it doesn't display the text that I want it to. So this could have been polished a little more. It is unfinished, but I did spend time on it, and I wanted to review it solely based on the fact that it will be included in the time spent on the dashboard. So yeah, that's kind of all that I focused on with this sprint. And